Hi, Shi.
Hi, Christoph.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christoph Ricker. I'm an associate professor of translation, of German and translation, in fact, at the University of Bristol.
I'm Xi Wang. I'm a lecturer in translation studies at the University of Bristol, and I teach media accessibility and audiovisual translation here.
Lovely. It's nice to see you. You've just received a grant. Tell us about what you're proposing to do.
Yes, so that is actually an HRC IAA funded project. And I'm exciting to, very excited to get it. And actually, this project will enables me to look at how to make the bath assembly rooms accessible for blind and partially sighted people. So I may give you a little bit background information about the bath assembly rooms. So that is one of the properties of National Trust, and it is in this center of city bath. Currently, it is under a major renovation and hope to reopen its door in 2027. And unlike traditional museums, they kind of offer interactive and immersive live experience for their visitors. And for this project, we just want to see how we could make these experiences accessible for the blind and partially sighted people. And because it is a kind of initial stage of this project, the first stage for us is to kind of create a focus group to involve a blind partially sighted people, to involve different stakeholders, for example, the bus assembly rooms, experience curator, content curator, as well as the West of England Center for Inclusive Living and the ATS audio guide technician support. So we would like to bring these people all together to share, to discuss, and to hear their insights to how to make the audio description accessible. How to use audio description to make the venue accessible for blind partially sighted people. And the most exciting part is that we kind of use this co-creation approach. So with the aim to narrow down this maker user expert gap. So that is put forward by the Gian Maria Greco a few years ago. So, and this is basically the ideas for the project, and we hope to look at to put forward recommendations in terms of the audio description co-creation and technology, such as shall we use a first-person narration or storytelling approach for the audio description creation? What kind of the technologies are available to deliver the audio description? For example, the location-based technology, and what kind of the new features we could build into these audio description systems to enhance the visitor experience. And for those who do not know or who are not familiar with audio description, I would like to provide you a little information here as well. That is a form of intersemiotic translation, and it is the verbal description of visual information. And it is one of the main access options for the blind partially sighted people to kind of access visual content. For example, watch TV, visit theater, or visit museum and culture venues.
It's absolutely fascinating. And you've just answered the question I was going to ask, namely, you work in translation. This seems to involve a lot of English. So I was going to ask you about translation, and the term you have mentioned, intersemiotic translation, means from one mode into another mode of communication, in effect.
Yes,
So
exactly.
there's a long tradition of accessibility studies and practical work in translation. And this seems to be a fascinating new step that you're embarking on. We should just add as a little footnote, you mentioned a lot of letters at the start, and AHRC IAA grant, so the Arts and Humanities Research Council's Impact Accelerator Award. So this is a mouthful, and you've mastered that with great panache. We wish you all the best for this project. It's fascinating, and I'm sure we'll go to Bath together at some point to see what this is all about. Thank you for sharing your project ideas, and we wish you well for the project itself. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Christoph. And also, I hope I would share more findings when I, find some exciting things more.
Super. Please do. Thank you.
Thank you.